Hey guys, back again with another astrology update. For this coming Sunday, there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn in the 8th house. I follow Robert DeLuce's astrological method because from my research, I found it to be the most astronomically accurate, and that's what I believe to be the most important in telling you what's the energies actually are. So one of the most prominent placements that I wanted to talk about that's going to be a very powerful energy coming up is where Uranus is at. So this placement of Uranus being in Aries in the 12th house suggests a strong, possibly sudden, intuitive or psychic ability where insights or visions can come instantly. There's going to be a profound need for alone time to recharge and connect with your inner world. This is where you process the sudden insights and disruptions that arise from the subconscious. The 12th house deals with the subconscious, secrets, and hidden enemies, which is often self-undoing. And Uranus here can bring sudden, unexpected disruptions or revelations from these hidden realms. Repressed feelings and unconscious complexes may suddenly return to awareness. So there's going to be a very high likelihood of you getting like an intuitive psychic flash, and we're being guided here to really look inward, try your best to spend time alone in order to reflect and process the messages that you're going to be receiving, and trying not to be alarmed or overwhelmed by these things, because that is very likely to happen, especially if you're not used to that type of stuff, and if you're around a lot of people or really anybody, it could really distract you from getting the download that you need. And you might end up, saying something to somebody that you're hearing or whatever, and then they think you're crazy, and we don't need all that. So, and that was my chair. That was my chair. Okay. Another really important placement that I wanted to talk about is where Pluto's at. And Pluto's in Capricorn in the 8th house as well. And as well as the moon, I meant, not Uranus. Uranus is in Aries. Okay. So this represents a profound multi-year period of deep transformation focused on shared resources, emotional intimacy, and the mysteries of life and death. This transit challenges you to let go of old structures and power dynamics in these areas to allow for profound regeneration. This requires a courageous look at areas where you may be holding on to control, or where control is being exerted over you, leading to a complete redefinition of your inner and outer reality. So this is going to be a very potent transformation going on here with all this 8th house energy, especially Pluto being in the 8th house. So yeah, and then what else do I want to say about that? Oh, so also I pulled some cards before this, and we got the Wheel and the King of Wands, and we got changes in leadership, which I feel is so relevant to this, because that's what it was just talking about, as far as what I was just talking about, as far as the the struggle with power dynamics and stuff. There's going to be significant changes in leadership across the globe. Another placement that I feel is super important to focus on is the North Node being conjunct to the midheaven in Aquarius between the 9th and the 10th houses. And this is basically revealing a karmic directive to evolve through higher knowledge, humanitarian ideals, and public leadership. This nodal axis urges the soul to move away from past comfort zones, which would be like the South Node in Leo in the 3rd house, of egocentric communication towards a broader collective vision and spiritual teaching role in the world. So that actually reminds me of what the Selena White Moon blessing placement is, which that's where you're going to get your blessings if you conquer all your shadow work during this period. And these blessings bring a period of spiritual grace, protection, and intuitive guidance related to communication, family relationships, and the local environment. And you're being encouraged here to make choices rooted in love and integrity within these areas of life. So really focusing hard on trying to heal those relationships, work on them, really be coming from an authentic heart space in everything you do relative to those areas. And then all the blessings will come in during this period. So with the Lilith shadow self black moon position going on, it's directly related to Selena White Moon. It's all like, they're all up in there, okay? Got conjunctions, trines, sextiles, all kinds of stuff going on here. All right, and with that, and because Lilith is in Scorpio, it's exalted, so the energies that Lilith is known for are going to be especially prominent. So this placement signifies deep transformative power and raw instinct within daily routines, work, health, and service. Back to that whole service thing, again, with the humanitarian. That's really important during this time. Highlighting intense needs for authenticity, control, and emotional depth that often clash with authority or mundane tasks. Potentially, so trying to remain humble is really important. Okay, and keeping your eyes on the bigger prize. Where we're potentially manifesting as struggles with power dynamics, hidden health issues, or obsessive self-improvement, driven by profound inner truth. See, I have been feeling this energy horribly lately. It's already like kicking in, because I think like about a week before the new moon and the full moons, you'll start feeling the energies that are coming in, or being released, whatever. And I have definitely felt that with the whole, like, I literally started this video over like 12 times. But I've been guided to not give up, and also to steer away from the perfectionist tendencies, because it's never going to be perfect no matter how hard you try, right? And somebody's always going to find something wrong with anything that you do. And this is about relinquishing control and just letting the universe do its thing, and trying to remain humble and commit acts that are rooted in love and integrity and humanitarian efforts in mind. So anything you do, trying to do it for the greater good, essentially. And because of all this energy with being virtuous, and also the idea of purification came up a lot, that's what's gonna bring about this immense change in leadership. Okay, so I think we all have a lot to look forward to. I'm very hopeful for these energies that are being brought in, and I wish you all the best on this new moon, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.